This flop. Hand that flops pretty well. First card was good. After that, nothing, sadly. That's the perfect card for our hand, but sadly we wouldn't have had anything to go with it for the straight draw. The 4 is one too low. By the way, just testing. Yeah, okay, microphone seems good. Got Mitch on me, so I haven't got it at the perfect angle. I apologize. Yeah, you know what, let's just fold this. I was going to say not a great hand for the button. Honestly, it's pretty dreadful. The truth is, it's terrible. King 10 beats Queen 10. See if we can get any notes off that. I was just moving the hood around, sorry. So I think Saigon tried to represent having the ace on the river, but yeah, not a great bluff these days. I think if you're going to bluff that, you've got to go huge. Because GTO Wizard tells you to call a standard raise there. Don't think any well-versed player will be folding to just a 2/3 pot or even a pot raise. I think you've got to overbet significantly. Maybe saying you've got 2 pair or something like that kind of makes sense. No, Alcaraz is out of the French Open with injury. No. Oh, that's really sad. I guess you could argue it makes it more interesting, but honestly, does it just hand it to Sinner? Feels like it just hands it to Sinner. Has Sinner won the French yet? I feel like maybe the French is the only one he hasn't won. Not Sinners, go away. I want the tennis player. Thank you. Auto corrected me to the TV show, whatever it is. Yeah, he lost in the final last year in the French. Yeah, gosh, Sinner. Unless something happens to Sinner, it's very hard to see him not winning the French now, isn't it? Deary me. Ongoing wrist injury. Oh, gosh. I've seen too many tennis careers ruined by wrist injuries. It'd be awful if we had the best of... If Alcaraz has a really spotty career with injury from now on, that'd be extremely sad. Hope that's not the case. Sounds like he's aiming to play Wimbledon. Someone in the comments says, give it to Siddur and be done with it. Anyway. Sorry, I'm just watching back hands. Okay, we definitely want to see the flop with our Queen Jack suited. If there's a 3-bet, we might need to let it go, sadly, but 100% calling an initial raise. Just realised I got 2 players mixed up on the HUD there. I'm glad I corrected that. Oh no, there is a 3-bet! Oh, that's very sad. It's very sad. Fold a low blind monster. I was like, oh man, raising a call. Somebody's called the raise. It is suited, and I was like, no, what are you thinking? It's 7 deuce. Get out of there. Okay, ace queen. Hey C's, thank you so much, man. Welcome, welcome. Happy Friday, Zomb. He's already 3-bet a lot, and we're way stronger than average here. That's a shame, because that's a terrible flop. And now we're letting it go. Never mind. The only other option I had there was to 4-bet. Sheesh. Maybe this one's a fold, honestly. This time we're not so strong. We're out of position. Yeah, maybe. Problem is, it's tempting to go, like, 4 betting wise, it's tempting to go all in, honestly. No, I like protecting my tournament life more than that, I think. I'd rather take a hit of a few chips now and find a better spot to come back in. Well, let's try again. Sadly, earlier position this time. Okay, goes around to the big blind. That's good. And we just take the blinds. Okay, yeah, I'll live with that. It's not like it was aces or kings. Woo! Hey, Avery, great to see you, man. Yeah, the weekend is here. Off to Halifax with the kids tomorrow. My brother and sister-in-law are kindly taking them round a museum for kids. So I think they'll have a good time. Me and Mrs. Rhett, let's get a few hours to ourselves in Halifax. It's not like it's aces or kings, but this is. But this is aces or kings. Don't know why Saigon's gone into the time bank over this. Just probably on another table. Pretty good chance this just takes this now, to be honest. But it saves us seeing a flop with an ace on it and not knowing what to do. Actually, hadn't raised a hand yet in 16 hands. They call. Surprising. Okay. Mixture of possible straight draw and flush draw, but also pretty lightly just missed. Being paired and relatively low. Okay, that is a slight problem. If he called us because he had the 8, he just overtook us. And now, if he called us because he had the flush draw, he just overtook us. This is like the worst turn and river ever. And I still think we have to call. Yeah, it's a good polarizing bet. So he's either got everything or nothing here. I'm going to re-enter. My bad. My bad. Let's try again. Let's just pause and reflect on that for a minute. I have a weird feeling that GTO Wizard would say to make that call. But I don't know. There's only so many times that you can wait for a better spot, right? There's only so many times you can wait for a better spot. But I don't know, if you're comfortable playing short stacked, it kind of made it this weird 50-50 situation where he should be doing that with a good range of the nut hands and a good range of completely missed hands. So then, am I just supposed to always fold it? I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so AI says whether you should call a polarized shove depends primarily on the pot odds offered, which wasn't great. He massively overshoved. The ratio of bluff to value hands, well, he could have had the 8 or the flush, and with the call on the, or the 5, and with the call on the flop, actually the ratio is quite bad in this situation. And the specific blockers, all we had was the king of hearts, which isn't a lot. And they'd been quite a tight player, so maybe I should have believed that they would overbluff less often. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna chalk that one up as a bad call. It's probably closer than it seems, but I'm gonna go ahead and say should have folded on that occasion. Tight player. Couple of very legitimate hands they had in their range. Three very legitimate hands they had in their range to shove there that beat us. And we didn't block much. I think that's enough to say that that one was a fold. There's a pretty good chance we take this now. Apparently not. We now have a gut shot to draw to, plus I'd really like the ace. Even though in theory the ace could get us in trouble. I think we check for an ace or an 8 there. Also the 8 could get us in trouble, right? Like if they've got a 10, but I think realistically we're good to check for an ace or an 8. There's really nothing that we beat here. So yeah, let's let this one go. Yeah, tennis Avery, yeah. So basically at the moment in tennis, there's in male tennis, there's 2 dominant players. So the finals are often very interesting. And the build up to the finals is just about will one of them slip up, and normally the answer is no. But now it's kind of the worst case scenario where you've got one dominant player in the tournament. The funny thing is, when I make comments like this about sport, so often I end up getting completely proven wrong. Like I said early on that I found the Six Nations this year too predictable, and it was anything but. It was like the best Six Nations ever. So I hope that happens in the French Open, right? But realistically, the most likely outcome is just that Sinner dominates, which is bad, obviously. Hopefully the women's will be good. And hopefully I'm wrong about the men's. I guess this is a raise from the hijack. Yeah, if there's no raise from Voka or Alberta Gaming, we'll raise this. No, not nice pocket kings, Anub. Not nice pocket kings at all. Oh, academical baby, 24 months. Thank you, sir. Oh, baby, 2 years. Woo! Let's go. It's a 3-bet. It's a slightly on the small side 3-bet. Which is often a bit scary, because it might be that they have an absolute monster. I think we're out of position as well. It's unsuited. I think we've got to fold this, sadly. We didn't want to see a 3-bet here. Margot is killing us. Oh, well, there's a 4-bet as well. Margot is killing us so far. Cheers, Academical. Have a great night out, and I'll try my best. Sadly, we're in this one for 100 now. It's an interesting flop, isn't it? Because even if you just got an ace, you got a gut shot now, at the very least. If not a flush draw. If not a pair. And if you had ace 5, you got quite the hand now, or the spades. Oh, that's already break. Okay. I'll go make a drink, I guess, and see you in 5. Thanks, everyone. Oh, it smelled like, yeah, like a kind of an ace-queen kind of a hand, Veli. Yeah, yeah. And it was. Yes, just unfortunately they were both hearts. And it could have been, right? It absolutely could have been. It probably was like 40-odd% of the time. But unfortunately, I think all things considered, with tournament life on the line, other than buying back in, which we don't want to do when we can help it. Yeah, I think we, on this occasion, weighing it up now, thank you AI for the help, we should have folded that one, yeah. Ah, calls before the flop with an 8 or a 5. Is that true? If I was, no, I just raised quite small, and they were the big blind. So there's actually quite a lot of 8s and a few 5s that they should call with. It's the one situation where you're the big blind facing a small raise where you do call very wide with those kind of cards. But yeah, there's definitely a strong element of bad luck to it. Yeah, it was pretty darn close to a flip situation. And so you've got to weigh up the little factors, like we said. And I think on this occasion, if I'd weighed them up correctly, I'd have come up with the fold. But I didn't work that out until afterwards. Anyway, I'm never going to make this drink. If I don't go now, see you in a few. Woo!
emotional final to win the title for the very first time. It was a moment of pure validation for the ultimate underdog, but the celebration wouldn't last through the night. In what many fans view as a missed opportunity, newly appointed COO Triple H granted John Cena a title match that very same evening. An exhausted Mysterio was forced to defend his newly won prize against a fresh John Cena, who defeated him in the main event to end Rey's reign in less than 2 hours. Mysterio was effectively used as a transitional champion to set up a unification match between Cena and the...
Sorry about that. Yeah, sorry, noob. That's a real classic, unfortunately, and sometimes just one that you have to eat. Sometimes, yeah, your ace queen suited is just too strong to go away, and you just gotta hope they don't have ace king, and sometimes they do. And then you gotta hope you hit your queen, and sometimes you don't. Just a little too early position to play Queen 10 offsuit there. So big blind next hand. Blinds won't be going up on us. We need to keep an eye on Rayok now, don't we? Because he is definitely short stacked. That's if he survives this hand. He's decided to raise the last hand before we'd be in position on him for a few hands. I don't know why my mic's so low. It's meaning I'm subconsciously crouching to be in a better position for my mic. Oh, come on, fold, my dude. Another reason why that overshove seems a little bit like maybe they had it on this occasion is that it got them the bounty, didn't it? I didn't even factor that in as well, but there was extra value to them overshoving with it there because it got them the bounty. But you could argue that that gives them extra reason to shove because it looks more like they've got it and makes it a better bluff. So it's still not entirely black and white. Anyway, we're probably defending this unless there's a 3-bet, and it's folded round so far to the hijack. He's put in the mother of all raises. We've got some value to come in with this, so we will. Don't know why the raise is so big, and we're probably committed to this. Oh, it's not great that it's 2 sevens as well, just in case someone's just got very lucky with a 7 there. Although, to be honest, Alberta Gaming calling such a big raise doesn't feel like it's the 7. Oh my goodness. Okay. I guess we're all in now. I don't think we can wait another card now. This is too much now. At least we're splitting with Ace King if they've got that. Come on, call. I want your bounty. Please call. No! Ah, maybe I should have checked the river. It seems pretty unlikely that they shoved the river there with air, right? Right, they're quite short stack now and probably a bit tilted, so we do want to be in another hand with them if possible. I wouldn't normally top up here. But then we're not normally facing a limp either. Don't get much practice against limps. It never happens on GTO Wizard. Except for small blind to big blind. There's a message floating in the air, come from crazy horses riding everywhere. Could I have min raised last hand? I don't think that's good either, though. I think, like, the problem is you can always second guess when you haven't got the result that you wanted. I think it's too likely that Rayok shoves here if I limp. Oh, well, I say limp. Blinds are up on our cutoff. That's not too bad, is it? That's pretty cool. Especially with the short stacks going into the bigger blind now. Puts a bit of pressure on them if we can get their bounties. We'd have got absolutely nothing with our 9-8 offsuit here. Suited wouldn't have helped. It's a rainbow board on the turn. Fully rainbow board. All 4 colours of the rainbow. Don't let my kids hear me say that. Oh my goodness, Keith. Thank you, man. Yes, still gets an FC. Amazing, Keith. Yes, let's go. Oh, I can beat Mrs. Keith. Come on. Let's go. That's great news. I can't wait to see you, man. I can't wait to see you. And what are you taking? If you say orcs, I'm going to cry. I'm already sad that BB Nut is orcs. I'm already petrified of getting drawn against him. I'm humans, by the way. Yeah, be amazing to see you, man. I'm really, really pleased that you're still doing the odd bit of Blood Bowl here and there. Like, absolutely fair enough. Cutting it back. Playing it more chill. That's all really cool. But when you really like someone in the community and they stop entirely, it might be entirely the best decision for them. But just selfishly, it's really sad. Yeah, I'm doing NAFC, Home Nations, Stunty Slam, Eurobowl this year. That should be my 4 remaining tournaments, I think. And then in January, I'm doing UKTC, and in February, I'm doing Water Bowl. I don't have anything else lined up next year, but I nearly always do NAFC. And I've already floated the idea of me doing Home Nations with Wales. But we're a bit of... That's if they even do Home Nations in the World Cup year. But I think they will. But we'll see. And it's a bit early for Wales to decide. And it's a bit early for Jock to decide on Home Nations. So that one's a big question mark. But I'm not doing the World Cup. Yeah. Yeah, WWE. It's a YouTube video on one-time WWE champions, and that doesn't include world champions. It doesn't include people that won the WCW Origin belt one time. It's the WWF Origin belt back to '63 up to now. One-time champions. Lots of transitional champions, but some really good ones. Some that would have been expected to have won more and for whatever reason didn't. So we're up a few chips here now, aren't we, with that King Queen? That's nice. Even if we didn't get the call on the bounty on the big river bet. It's nice to be doing a bit better. And I feel like even with donking out on the Kings, I feel like that was fine in a way. Like it was a marginal mistake, and it wasn't done from a place of tilt. It wasn't done because I'm not in a good place mentally or tired or whatever. I'm feeling really good. So yeah, really happy so far. Really happy so far. Oh, we've been moved. Never love to be moved, but that's how it goes. We'll play a hand and then we'll play around with the HUD. Playing the hand is very easy. It's Doyle Brunson. We hate it. We love Doyle Brunson. We hate his hand. We hate his tenders. No, nothing to do there. Under the gun, no thank you. So big blind next hand. Blind's not going up on us. Alright. That's more or less the HUD sorted out. And hopefully we don't get moved again. It's nice to get a handle on the players. Sometimes you don't want to get moved. Sometimes you do want to get moved because there's like an aggressive big stack on your left and all you can do is fold all the time because you know you're getting re-raised if you go in. And sometimes you get moved from a table of a load of short stacks to big stacks. But to be honest, this looks exactly the same situation that we were in. There's a couple of short stacks. Saying that, the shortest stack has just been re-raised for potentially an all-in shove from them. And then they could be gone. They'll either be gone or not short stacked anymore. So I'm kind of hoping they fold this. A call is fine. But a fold is probably the best option for us here. Just get them even a little bit more short stacked. And once again, like the other table, we would then be in position for a few hands. They're actually in exactly the same position as the short stack was on the other table. Nope, never mind. Moved again. Moved again. Shish kebab. And this time there's no short stack, so that did suck this time. Oh well. Oh well. Gosh, we are being bounced around. Yeah, cool, Noob. Yeah, absolutely. Glad you played well. And yeah. Sometimes poker things happen and nobody's at full. Sounds like one of those times. Oh, thanks, Avery. Cheers, man. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm not ridiculously good or anything, but I used to sing in a rock band. So yeah, I can do a little bit. Could do a little bit. Would like to be even better, but I'm not. But I should be grateful for what I've got. Ah, okay, Keith. Cool, man. Cool. Yeah, Orcs are a pretty strong pick because they do play into Elves particularly well now that they're quicker. And they have 3 inbuilt Mighty Blow, 2 of which is very reliable. And the more responsive blitzers. And the pro. They're just pretty good now. They're just pretty good. Skorg Ogres? Amazing. Amazing, mate. Good choice. Good choice. That's the kind of build I wish I'd gone for. Not entirely sure I'd want to run into you playing Skorg Ogres as humans, honestly. Could definitely, like, that is a roster that can beat some of the top coaches some of the time, right? Like, not even like less than 50% of the time necessarily. Probably a tiny bit less, but not much. Like, the problem that it has isn't beating top coaches. It's consistently beating top coaches. But man, when that roster clicks in a match, it'll be almost unstoppable. Yeah, it's too swingy, right? Is the problem over 6 games in theory? Like, you could just get super lucky and have 6 great games, and I hope you do. I'd be delighted to see you take NAFC with Skorg Ogres. But yeah, it's a very swingy roster. But gosh, I would be petrified to run into you. And I don't think humans love playing ogres. They don't dodge away from them particularly well. They don't gang up and hit them particularly well. They don't take the hits particularly well. The mighty blow hits. So yeah. Yeah, that would be super scary. Yeah, I'd heard a little bit of something about that, Keith. I just wouldn't want to completely bank on it right now, but yeah. It would be nice to... I think I heard that one of the Welsh coaches can't make it, so in that case, if they wanted me, it'd be nice to step in. But, you know, what happens, happens. Oh, sorry, Alberta King. Yeah, I can't do it anymore. We've been bounced around way too much. We've lost all the short stacks we were waiting to try and knock out. Oh, excited by the ace, but nothing with it. Under the gun next hand. 2 hours and 10 till their registration ends. Blinds aren't going up on us this round. For those of you that missed it, we went through our Fumble Major game Wednesday morning successfully with our disgusting rookie Snotling build, just designed to take Megastars against poor Hennig's developed Orcs. In theory, we've got an easier round 2 against some less developed Toon Kings and a less experienced coach. So maybe we'll make the main draw, which would be nice. This is like a qualifier, 2-round qualifier. Need to arrange that one. Hopefully for Monday or Tuesday evening. I don't think I've got anything on either of those evenings. No. I look free to Blood Bowl. Oh, unless I play... I could, in theory, play some 2-dayers on Sunday night, or 3-dayers, for that matter, in poker on Sunday night. And... Sorry, I just got distracted in my head there. Yeah, and not, you know, end up pokering on a Monday instead. But I don't think there'll be any 3-dayers. That's normally like a rare, very special occasion, like a Sunday Million anniversary or the main event of Scoop. So yeah, I think 2-dayers at the most. Even that with the Sunday Million gone now is probably a lot less likely. There was one the other day for the Irish Open main event final, but again, that was a main event tournament series final. Queen Jack versus Queen Jack, splitting it with the top 2 pair each. Don't think we'd have had anything to beat that. We could defend 4-5. East 5-4, 4-5-5. A limp, baby. Friday night. Is it Sunderland Nottingham Forest tonight? It's exciting. Aw. I mean, in theory, everybody should call. No, I know I'm supposed to fold. It's a very big raise. Okay, okay. Queens, baby. And we have a raise from a big stack. We're going to be out of position. And this isn't super safe, so I think we want to raise this quite big. Yeah, okay. It's a bit of a shame with queens to just take the raise, but it was a really tricky one post flop. It's something like just over 50% of the time there's an ace or a king on the flop. Oh, it's later than I realized. Kids home. Oh, it's in the interesting middle stage of floating.
Right, go see the bench. What that one in the back?
A new bench.
New bench. They weren't great about leaving, to be honest. It made me feel frustrated because we explained, and I said, well, maybe next time we just have to say no.
Yeah, if we don't leave well, we have to say no. Yeah. No, it was about having a picnic in the garden today, I think. Go see the bench.
Well, Woody after we leave gets to watch the movie.
Yeah, but that's them and their house.
Movie night.
Yes, but Mummy has something on tonight, so we can't always do it, Zelda. We have to be understanding of other things happening as well. Cheers, Avery. Yeah, if I'd started younger, maybe I'd have really got into bass. I play a little rhythm guitar, but never learnt the bass. I think I own a bass. I was in a band in my late teens, and we briefly had a bassist, and when he left, I bought his bass off him. More for sentimental value than anything. I did think maybe I'd use it a little bit, and then ended up never doing so. Nice. C-bet works. I think that's the first time tonight that we missed a flop and took it down with the C-bet. Happy days. Ace Queen doing its job. My second favourite hand after 8-4 of hearts, but we can't stand up to an early raise. So under the gun next hand, and it looks like next hand will be the blinds going up. Still no short stacks at the table. 3 players on, 4 players on more than us. That's pretty wild, really. This really, like, this is the time we do want to get moved tables. There's too many chips on this table. It puts our tournament life more at risk than it should be, and it gives us less opportunities to take bounties. We want to move to a table where everybody's got 1 chip. Wow. Under the gun raise. Folds to a big blind. A big blind. Continuation bet. We actually raise under the gun with the increase in the blinds. You could fold the 4s here. You definitely fold 3s and 2s. There's probably some good poker players in chat going, you definitely fold 4s. But I think it's fine though, right? It's not like, it's pretty close. It's pretty close. What we don't want to see now with those 2 calls is somebody do a massive 3-bet, which they could do. And then we've probably got to fold. It'd be lovely to set mine. But I probably don't want a continuation bet a miss. And there is the really big C-bet. From a tight player. From a very tight player so far. I'm just not getting the odds to call this. Even if I hit the 4. Unless one of the others goes with. Yeah, unfortunately, because they've called, it's made the C-bet massive. Sorry, the 3-bet massive. If they hadn't called, he'd have 3-bet a lot less. Really weird to have an under-the-gun raise and then the next 2 players call. Like, that is super unusual. You know, maybe they had the hands that was correct, but it's really rare. Shame we haven't got the 4s now, because we're probably defending this with a much worse hand. Okay. We've got a gut shot to the nuts, because the board is rainbow. So I don't think we go away yet, even though that's an annoyingly high bet. Whoa, baby! There it is! They could get, in theory, they could hit a flush on the river. No! No! I was so hoping they'd hit the ace. I almost shoved all in, but I was gonna check raise all in instead. Was the plan there? They had king 6. That's why they were checking down. Okay. Well, they weren't calling a shove. Leffy, baby! Happy 3rd anniversary, Leffy. Absolutely amazing, mate. Thank you very, very much. Let's go. We were drawing very wide, weren't we, against the king 6? Because any 7 or any 9 was good as well. 7, 8, or 9. We had a solid 9. No, 10 outs. We had a solid 10 outs. Really weird. In fact, gosh, I need to note. What a weird raise that was. I've just realised. Oh no, it's king 6 suited. Okay, slightly less weird. Still pretty weird. Slightly less weird. Yeah, see, it's definitely a more fun way to play. If you're playing to win, it's one of the traps really of poker. But I absolutely get that. We've all been there, and yeah, and if you are just playing for fun, then at a stake you can comfortably afford, then yeah, do it. But yeah, may explain why you don't win much. Yeah, I'm so sorry. You know, I'm not raising this. I was considering raising if they folded, which they did, but no. We've got a decent raise percentage. We don't need to be raising that there. I don't think it was right. And yeah, it would have been a weird flop for us, wouldn't it? Top pair, worst kicker, worst flush draw. The worst flush in the world. Too high, 4 flush. We're just very, very slowly ticking up, aren't we? We want a tiny bit with queens. We want a tiny bit with ace queen. We want a tiny bit just now with a straight. Yeah, 7-handed. I think we definitely raise ace 10 under the gun. I think we'd raise it 8-handed as well. I think we wouldn't raise ace 9. Would just have to fold to a 3-bet, sadly, on this occasion. Ha Gosh, these darn 3-betters keep getting me. Obviously, like, we pick our moment to stand tall against the 3-betters, but that wasn't it. That was one of the lowest hands we'd be raising under the gun with. The later position we are, the more we can defend against 3-betting as well. Early position, we really need a monster there. They had ace 10. Wow, okay. Gosh, she never raised ace king suited. So yeah, we got 3-bet off with ace 10-0, the same hand we had. And we both would have lost, and ultimately they did, to ace king. An oddly large open raise, and then a large-ish, well, actually a fairly standard given the size of the original raise, 3-bet. So we're definitely out of this one. King, queen, small blind. We are interested. We're starting to get very interested as it folds around more. I might even 3-bet it now. Yeah, almost definitely going to 3-bet here. Okay. It's actually got to the point where we just open raise. They call. We miss. It's an extremely dry board. Almost as dry as it gets. Blinds up. On our cutoff. That's pretty cool. I want that to be a good excuse just to raise this if it falls around, but no, not good enough. Oh yeah, 3 9s. That's gonna do it. No, it's very tempting. It's very tempting, but no, I'm going to be a good boy. We would have hit bottom pair. And a runner flush draw. No straight draw. It's not much better than a gut shot, is it? Having a pair. Unless somehow you're already ahead. But if you imagine that you're chasing when you've hit a low pair, it's not much better than a gut shot, is it? It's 5 outs versus 4. And the straight is normally a lot stronger than what you'd hit. I mean, it's literally higher in the hand order, but also, like, 2 pair gets counterfeit a lot. Or it's just, like, somebody just ends up having better, like, a set or something. Or a better 2 pair. Yeah, a good gut shot draw might be better than chasing with a low pair. I never considered it that way. Open-handed straight draw is 3 extra outs on a low pair. I might have been overvaluing low pairs a little bit. I guess generally you hit low pairs when you've got like a connected suited sort of a hand, so you're hoping to get something else with it as well. But then that doesn't always happen. Sometimes you just have the pair. Under the gun. Not quite good enough, sadly, so big blind next hand. And absolutely nothing there, sadly. Yep, Can't even defend a min raise for the Koth with that garbage. This, on the other hand, we might try and fight to see a flop. Hope we don't get a 3-bet from Hahua. They haven't 3-bet so far, so it'd be a little bit unlucky if they did. Yeah, this is fine. Not great. No, we have aforementioned Gutshot, and that's it, isn't it? That's absolutely it. We could get a free card here. Come on, Funt. Yeah, baby, free card. We now have a double belly buster because the king also gives us a straight, but I don't really want to pay to see if we hit that. Yeah, it's going to be too much. Oh, no! No, the dream card. The one where it was actually pretty well disguised. Now, somebody could have a bigger straight here, but gosh darn, we'd want to be in this right now. It's the second nuts right. Only King 10 beats us, yeah. Fudge. I could have called that. Could have called that. Be nice to see what they've got, so I hope they call, but I doubt it. I'm guessing only 2-bet. There is a small chance that it is the King 10, but I guess if they got something like a set or 2-pair, could be even less, but probably one of those. Yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Oh, see, I didn't pay enough attention to the hand. Oh, okay. Well, they got very lucky then. No, I'm sure you've got that right. You've just paid more attention than me. I can try and go all the way back. Was it on this table? We haven't been moved in a while, right? Gives me something to do for a minute. Wait, there it is. Yeah, you're absolutely right. The river double paired the board, so it was a split. Yeah, lucky Funt. So we were up to like 35 at one stage. We got a little bit unlucky on a couple of hands since then. Particularly when we raised Hahua with our King Queen. But no biggie, we're still above starting. Break in 9 minutes. Then it'll be soon after that, it'll be an hour and a half late registration left. That'll be the halfway point of late registration. Feeling pretty confident. Like, not like we will make the money, I think, but like, I think we'll give it a really good shot tonight. There's a really decent chance that we'll get some all right hands. Some stuff will happen. And yeah, the way I'm playing, I think I'll, from my play point of view, I'll give it a really decent attempt. I was hoping for queens or ace queen, but never mind. Okay, big blind next hand. Blinds have recently gone up. Okay. Not a great hand again on the big blind, sadly. We've been getting much better hands in the small blind than the big blind today. Really had no short stacks at any point on this table, unfortunately. We've not had any hands where, like, the slightly bigger stack loses to the short stacks all in. Not had anyone slowly whittled down to a short stack position. We're pretty close to being the second short stack now. We're just about up in the third. Third shortest. Alright, button next hand. One of my sister-in-laws is due round to pick up Mrs. Rettler soon. Hello, fishhooks. Maybe I could have raised this a bit less, because we're in position, but it's fine. It's fine. Wow. That's their first 3-bet in 15 hands. I'm definitely a bit worried, but we've got to call. And now I guess I can fold. They're never even 3-bet yet, let alone 4-bet. Well, we are short stack now, but we might have just, I mean, they either had, I think they had to either have a bigger pocket pair or ace king. So I think we just saved ourselves. It'd be incredibly surprising if the jacks were winning after that flop. Yeah, all you can do is get away for the cheapest sometimes. I don't think we can fold pre. And if we've got an overpair on the flop, then I think we just have to go for it and just hope they've got ace king. Obviously, sometimes we hit the jack, which is incredibly good. But I think when the jack doesn't come and the ace comes, then you're definitely okay to go. It gave us the excuse to fold with our tournament life intact. Big blind sitting out next time. This is weird. Not got the kind of hand to try and steal. You definitely raise way wider in every position here. Try and be the person to get the initiative to nick the sitting out big blind. And they do, yeah. Just straight up take it. Nothing in the big blind again. One of these days we're going to get a good hand in the big blind. I say that, we did have the kings. Which lost us a fortune. It got us knocked out. Lost us a buy-in. Big blind has been cruel tonight. Oh, a limp from Danny. We've not had that for a while, but there's a raise. Thought we were getting a free flop with our terrible hand, but no. The blinds have hurt us, haven't they? So 1,200 in the blinds. Okay, we're not too desperate yet. We've got like 13.5 M. Yeah, if that was suited, I'd have called there, but it wasn't. And we would have been pretty happy with top pair. We might have ended up just check shoving all in, but it'd be risky, but maybe. Act like we got the 2 diamonds. Oh, and that's break. I will go and make my cup of tea and listen out for my sister-in-law. The one I used to retro game with. BRB. That's a shame.
I don't get what to go. But she might get you. But she's probably used to remember when the was coming over, maybe.
Yeah, that was a very different time. Right, we're back and we're short stacked, but I'm okay with that. We're not even that short stacked yet. When the blinds go up, or if we lose a little bit more, we will be truly short stacked. Sorry, love, I'd have started your brew actually if I'd known she'd not self yet. But one of the things I was reflecting on last week when things went fairly badly, excuse me, was that it's really bad for me to just donk out from middle position, which I think I'd been doing a little bit too much. Like, it should happen occasionally. Kings versus aces. You know, stuff happens, right? You can donk out from middle position sometimes. But I think I was doing it too much. I need to try and avoid it because I play short stack really well. I play big stack well. If a tournament goes well, great. Big stack, play it really well. No problem. But I play short stack really well. And so I shouldn't miss out on my opportunities to grind back into a tournament from a short stack position. This could absolutely decide if we're very short stacked or not. We're already quite short stacked. Call from the button's tricky. Call from the small blind as well. That's a pretty good flop for us, to be honest. Danny's a bit of a call station, but they go. Saxai could have a straight draw, a flush draw here. Brilliant. Okay, really good win there. We are a little bit of the way back to where we want to be. Nice. Thank you, Pocket Sevens. Blinds up. Next hand when we're under the gun. Ace King suited baby. Now we've been 3-bet a lot today on this table, so I'd be very pleased to get one. A min 3-bet. Oh, it's from Danny. It's from good old Danny. Okay. Maybe I just shove now. Pretty happy to just shove this, honestly. Min 3-bet's such a weird amount. It's sad, actually. Like, they should normally be raising about 3,500 here. Maybe even a little bit more. That would be much better. They could instantly call with jacks. Okay. And we hit the king, and we get the flush draw. They have one jack out. They don't hit it. We hit the nut flush. Not the royal flush. We hit the nut flush. And look at that. Look at that. Just by playing it correctly and staying in there to give ourselves a chance, we're now on the biggest stack we've been in the entire tournament, and we're above average stack. Let's go. Yes, it took some luck, but that's okay. It had already taken some bad luck for us to get down to that stack size in the first place. And it was also a little bit unlucky that we weren't dominating. Like, realistically, most of the time there, you're either coin flipping or you're dominating somebody. Yeah, you haven't done it for ages, love. It's not like you're going to do it every week or something.
It's safer than a taxi, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know, but it'll be fine. You'll be fine. This is definitely defend, isn't it? This is our best hand, other than the kings, which lost us a fortune. This is better than our best big blind hand all night. No, and we've been 3-bet off. J Final Fantasy 9, Japanese Final Fantasy 9. Darn you. Oh wow. Okay, they're really going for this. Gosh, when Saxai goes, he goes hard, and yeah, Japanese Final Fantasy 9 didn't like that. Right, I'm going to try and run and grab my brew.
Yeah, see, I'm just going to check this out. She's just making a bend nice, you see.
Ian Zetok, great to see you, man. There's lots of milk, thankfully, love. Just make sure you get it back off him and pop it on the floor after he's had a drink. Yeah, either or. Wow, it's almost the end of Saxai. Instead, they win a giant pot. Yeah, when Saxai, he really waits around. Well, I say really waits around. Actually, he's got more aggressive recently, but he doesn't 3-bet. But yeah, gosh, he goes hard. But you can't just do that indefinitely, right? You get caught out eventually if you keep doing that. Yeah, great to have you here, Catalaz. Great to have you here, Zark. Happy weekend. I hope you've had a good week, both. I was like, did we follow Jack? No, as a king. We're good. We're good. No, not in the cutoff, no. No. Definitely not now. Hour and 20 minutes until late registration ends and things get interesting. Oh, no. I've been muted for at least 7 minutes. Whoops. Let's just call. Okay, we've hit a 5 in an otherwise very bad board for us. I think we very quickly need to improve. So this is a really small bet, so we can hang in there here. We could re-raise this. Nice. Okay. Okay, we represented it and it was good enough. Oh, I'm so sorry about being muted for 7 minutes. I said so many things. So many hands that you'll just have to take at face value and make up what I said. I'll at least try and reply to chat again. Hello, Mr. Rose, you okay?
Your daughter's so sneaky. She was like, Mummy, I was just thinking, I can't see Auntie Sheila tomorrow because I have ballet and that takes nearly all the day. I was like, no, it doesn't. It takes the morning. She went, yeah, but I don't want to go, so maybe we go to Auntie Kat's instead. Like, we might need to pre-warn them so they don't feel bad.
I've already said, like, she's anxious. Don't worry. Right, I'll try and reply to chat again. Sorry. What a shame. Somehow muted. I must have like clipped it when I was hitting the keyboard, but normally that doesn't happen in this position. Right. Let's try and go back 7 minutes of chat. I agreed very strongly with Distorter. Yeah, that's absolutely right, and why we don't want to throw away our middle stack and miss the chance of being short stacked too often. Good evening, Possitary, sir. I also said that this is our tournament where when we're short stack all in for 50-50, we win. But when we're big stack in a big pot, our opponent hits a very well disguised flush and we lose. Zetok, awesome that you've been playing live, man. That's absolutely amazing. I agree. Live poker is really, really fun. I played loads of tournaments when I was at uni 20 years ago. Nearly more than 20 years ago now, scarily. But I haven't played a bunch since. I've played a smattering here and there over the last 20 years. I have been meaning for ages to arrange and go with a friend of mine. I did arrange it once, and unfortunately it was working in Austria, so having to rearrange. But I literally put it on my phone today to pick a date and go with him on a Monday. So I might start doing a Monday occasionally, and if it goes well, I'll start going more often.
I think I've got the keys, but have your phone on. Just like text messages.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Have a nice time, love. Love you. Bye. Let me look back at some of the hands. I said most of our big blinds, other than that Queen 9 suited, have been terrible. Obviously delighted that our Ace Jack beat the pocket twos. I said that loads of dominated hands by us call there because of bounties. So that was a really good spot to go all in. I obviously explained that the Queen 10 suited hand that caught us was very unlikely. Like, there's so many bluffs there because we didn't see bet, we checked the flop, we only called the turn. There's so many bluffs on the river there that I think that was the right spot, and the flush was really unlikely, so that was really unfortunate. Sevens just winning the blinds was fine. And if this was then, delighted that Ace King beat the Jacks, but I think that was before. So hopefully that's it now. Gosh, sorry you lost all of those things. Just watching myself talking muted. I unmuted it for a minute to get the experience of me being muted. Yes, sorry Zetok. Yes, you have it. You have it. I have now answered it twice. But once only to myself. You guys just watching the Ace Jack versus twos, and we flop the Jack. We've made a small amount of chips since then to hang in. Okay, an hour to go until late registration, though we really want a double up to be vaguely interested in that. Until then, it's just all about survival. Ace Queen definitely beating Ace 9 on this occasion. I say definitely, sorry, they could have rivered the 10. But they did not. Okay, that's under the gun gone. So, big blind next hand. Nice simple M of 11 at the moment. 5 to 10. And we'll include 11 in this, really. But like 5 to 10 is the be super tight and go hard when you get anything sort of range. And then under 5 is like really, really, really try and pick spots to steal the blind. And then after 3, you're just like, okay, almost anything, just shove. Although saying that in bounty tournaments, it's so bad, right? Like you desperately want like 2 vaguely big cards at least, because people just go for your bounties. Big 3-bet shove that Hu Hoa is considering. And does take a shot. Yeah, they get the coin flip, and they've got it. They've got the bigger club as well, just need to avoid the 10, which they do, so they get themselves a bounty. Congratulations to them. So we skip big blind, I think. That's great. No dead button. Should there be a dead button? Is that just a cash thing? Anyway, yeah, no big blind. Oh, this is a little tempting. Weirdly good odds. Ah. Nearly something, but in the end, not anything. Let's not compound the issue by trying to bluff our way back into this hand. Okay. Definitely not with that call. That call would scare me to death. And then the club would really have me done. There we go, Sick. There we go. Great to see you, man. Sick, I assume and hope you're going to NAF C. And if so, what are you taking? I'll be very sad if you're not, Sick. Very sad. Sad and disappointed. Duthan, happy weekend, man. Good to see you too. And yes, glad you can hear me now. Ah, nothing with the ace. No. When the big blind starts getting nearly our stacks, nearly a 10th of our stack size, which won't be that far away, unless we continue to do well, then we can just start to shove those situations for sure. But a little bit too light, a little bit too wide that time. Puff Troubleon. Oh, that's scary. That's like one of those horror films where I was expecting it to be like the other side of the room and it was like right up against me. Yeah, it's got to the fun point where it just doesn't live on the ceiling constantly, but it's also not completely flat on the floor, so the kids could enjoy it for a few more days. And then it's time for it to go. Okay, our turn to raise with a pretty fun hand to see a flop with. And a pretty unfun hand to get 3-bet with. We do see the flop when we hit top pair. And we just take it down. Nice. The grind back up to starting stack continues, and we're close. Blinds are going to go up roughly on us this time, unfortunately. They're not jumping 200 yet. They go to 900, then they go to 1,000. Then I imagine they go up 200. I can double check this. We have this info somewhere. Yeah, that's exactly what happens. Goes up 200 at a time up to 2,000, and then it jumps a massive 500. That's normally when you see a lot of players leave. I'm really enjoying this tonight. I'm really, really enjoying this tonight. I wish I'd felt more this way. If I could bottle this feeling. To be fair, this is more or less how I was feeling the weeks before. But yeah, I wish I'd felt this way last weekend, and if I could bottle this feeling, I would. Like, I had loads of energy Thursday as well. If I could bottle that, that would be great. But I've had a good day today. It might be why. I've had like a feel-good day. So I have some friends that live in the next town up that have a newborn. But unfortunately, he's having to go into the hospital a little bit. And so I said, you know what? Do you want me to walk your dog once a week? So I went and walked the dog today. So that was really nice. Got some sunshine. Had a lovely walk with a lovely dog. And my friend came on this time as well, because it was the first time. And but I'll be doing it alone in future weeks for a few weeks. So that was really cool. So that felt really good. And then it was organise the garden for the kids for the summer with Mrs. Reckless after that afternoon. We cleared out loads of stuff, threw loads of stuff away, got rid of the old garden box that had like completely fallen apart, and put together a new, much better one. So, which is also doubles as a bench. So that's really nice now. Oh gosh, I don't know whether I should be raising this, but I really, really want to see another card. I don't particularly want to check it. Yes! Yes, what a C-bet! What a C-bet! Oh, I can't believe that got through. I can't believe that got through. I'm so happy. I'm so unbelievably happy. Right, we have done it. We have gone back over starting stack. Let's flip and go. This is very borderline to defend. I'm glad it's been taken out of my hands. I think I wouldn't have unless there was a call. I think if there's a call, then I definitely go in. Especially with it being under the gun. Yeah. We were folding that. If it was just fold, round to us, we were folding. Sax Iron is big raises, man. We would have missed. Just about. Blinds didn't go up on our big blind. That's nice. Okay, they are going to put our small blind, but I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, oh gosh, yeah, Zetok, yeah, when you're inexperienced, for sure, it is nerve-wracking. Yes, I'm glad you think so, Sick. Yeah, I'm glad you, like, sometimes you second-guess yourself, like, should I have known there was a flush? Should I have just folded in case of the flush? No, it was wild. You know, and that is what I've learned, actually, from modern poker teaching is, in the spots where it could be the case, but the chances are it isn't, like, you need to be calling down more. You need to be strong. Like, people call you a nit now if you just fold too much. If you just play like people used to play 20 years ago and wait for the really, really strong spots, people will take advantage of that these days in a way that they didn't used to, and you'll just fold too much and you'll lose over time. You'll have the odd good tournament where you have an over average amount of strong spots, But there'll be way too many tournaments where you don't get enough to survive long enough. Okay. 10s, and we're still in a vulnerable position in this tournament, so it is a little bit hard for us to get away with 10s. Get away from 10s. With the blinds where they are, like 2 hours ago, at the start of the tournament, there's definitely ways that we could get away from 10s, but considering we're still starting stack, yeah. And this is exactly what's just happened. Last time we did this, he had jacks, but I think we just have to go for this. It's way, way, way above our average range of hands here. He's got queens. Oh, straight draw. And the 10. No jack on the river. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Well, that's insanely lucky. There is a slight case to be made that only against Danny, because he's too tight passive, right? Only against Danny should we be folding there. Wow, 3-bet call with 9s, yeah. But against jacks, unlucky. Our ace-4 would have absolutely flopped. Would have hit a 4 on the river for nothing. So yeah, jacks just win. Fair dues, fair dues. Oh, wow, okay. We're just having a weird tournament. I don't know. Like, if you just looked at the hands where we should have gone out or where we lost a load of chips, it looks like we've played really badly, but I don't feel that way. I just feel like it's just been a weird, like, the dealer's just dealt us weird hands to be in. It could have been the other way around, right, in every situation, and the other player should have played it the same, and it would have just gone the same way, but the other way around. So, yeah. It's just one of them. Wow, Raggy Jack versus Raggy Jack. We are above average stack now, and average stack is over starting stack. Whilst we have a long, long way to go. We got 50 minutes left until even late registration ends, let alone trying to make the money. No, the short stack shoved. The turn before we were in position on them. Yeah, we now definitely are interested in trying to make the cash. Sadly, we've made no bounties. There is another very short stack here, although there's definitely a world in which Ludham gets both bounties. Oh my goodness, Danny's bounties are 25 as well. Oh, that would have been so good. So good. Jacks versus 3s, they've taken it. Well, at least the 25 bounties stuck around. He's back to starting stack now, so it'd be harder to knock him out, but I am glad that the 25 bounty's still there. And Joe Baz now very, very short stacked. We might have to call if they shove here. How weird is that? If they shoved and Borak folded, I think it's a call from us with any 2 cards. Swing and a miss for us. We got to see the flop with our cruddy big blind hand, so thank you to everyone for that. But Borak takes it. We will not be participating in our small blind either. I had a feeling you weren't doing NAFC. I'm really, really glad you are now. Nice one, Sick. That's amazing. Was it just because you were late to getting a ticket then? Or did you originally were you not sure that you wanted to go? Or you thought that you couldn't and then it turned out you could? Anyway, yeah, Skaven's a really good pick. I decided I was going to be Skaven until the day before roster deadline. And then I looked at the tiers again, and I'd heard that a lot of people were going elves and Skaven, and I was like, you know what? Humans are tiered in the same tier as Skaven, and I've liked humans recently in Blood Bowl 2025. And then I had a test game against Tree. Massive thanks to her for giving me a test game, and it went really well. And I thought, yeah, you know what? Let's try humans instead. So for the second year in a row, I did 2 or 3 years in a row with Underworld, and now I've done 2 years in a row with humans. And I definitely never thought I'd be humans in NAFC. For the longest time, it was a terrible, terrible race to play. Oh gosh, this is horrible. I'm going to fold if Hua goes all in, so I'm glad they didn't, but I have to call if Danny does. Oh my goodness. Outdraw of a lifetime for 37.50. Let's go. Ace Jack. Oh, they've hit the Jack. And we've hit absolutely nothing. Give you a 4 on the river. No. No, totally fair enough. Gosh, Jobaz was all right, wasn't he? He had the flush draw. Anyway, Danny is super back into this. Well done to them. My word. My word. Danny's back with a vengeance. So yes, we took a stab at that because the bounties were worth nearly as much as the minimum payout. So, and it was only for like half our chips. So I was hoping to just get it in with the 9,000, right? And Danny coming in was an unfortunate possible side effect. I say unfortunate, like honestly, for $25. I don't hate having 4-3 suited versus ace jack offsuit. So, we gave it a shot, but this tournament is always, when we're all in, we win, and when we big stack, we lose. That is the nature of this tournament for us. We are back to starting stack and back to having to work really, really hard to get anything. Such a shame they hit the Jack on the flop, actually, because without that, one more brick card there, and we actually had won that. That's absolutely wild. But yeah, Skaven are super strong. Okay. Here we go again. Danny calls us. Hopefully that'll induce a 3-bet from someone. No, it's not looking very likely. Oh, we haven't quite got my name covered here, which is sad, so we can't get their bounty. That isn't. Somebody might have the 7, but all things considered, that's an amazing flop for us. Danny insta-calls. So basically anything but a king and an ace on the turn here is good. Should we just check shove on them? Seven. Wow. No queen on the river. Okay. This tournament wasn't for us. We tried. A7 hit 2 7s on the flop. C'est la vie. Gosh, Danny had us cold decked like we outdrew him though, so it's a weird one. But Danny had us cold decked like 3 hands out of 3. That's really bizarre. Right, Rick, stop talking. And see if there's any good tournaments. Have I just missed anything starting? in 16 minutes. It is a slow tournament. Starting at 8 o'clock. And I've got a long day with the kids tomorrow. Maybe not. Sadly, very sadly, maybe not. In half an hour, there's a $22. Or I sack it off and play Blood Bowl. So in half an hour, there's a $22. Or I sack it off and play Blood Bowl. Half an hour. That's a tricky one. In 16 minutes, there's an $100. And I do need to start spending my $100. But I really, really don't want a late night tonight. And that one should be, like, it shouldn't even be late registration ending till 11. No, I don't want to do that. I don't know what I could do for half an hour. I could go do the pots. I don't think I've had my vitamin tablets today. could go and make a cup of tea and have them and do the pots. Sort the cat stuff out so I don't have to do it tomorrow. Shall I go and do a few jobs? The funny thing is, before poker started tonight, I slightly felt like playing Blood Bowl more. But I've so enjoyed that poker tournament just now. I really want to play the $22 now. What $100? Let's just see what $100 are on offer ever. Because we've got a few more 22s to work through, but once we have, we've nearly run out of 50s. We've got a handful of 22s, but after that, I really need to start playing the 100s more. So, looking at from like 5:30 onwards in an evening, but as close to that as possible. Like tomorrow, 4:30. No, that's a 200. 6:30, Saturday KO. Okay, that's cool. So there's a Saturday KO at 6:30. That's good. That's good. We like that. And Sundays? No, that's 500, 1,000, 5,000, my word. No, nothing till the Fenomeno on a Sunday. Fourth, I guess there's that's not a satellite, right? I don't think I've got them selected. So there's a 4:30. I guess I could start early on a Sunday potentially. Play a 4:30. There's a turbo at 9. The Sunday cooldown at 9 o'clock. That's I don't really want to. Even a turbo, I don't want to start at 9, do I? Maybe that's not so bad. Yeah, maybe a turbo at 9 is okay actually. Borderline. Saturday KO is good to know exists. Right. Okay. Going back to the $20. I will just AFK you guys. I apologize. Cool. 24 minutes for me to go and have some vitamin tablets and put the dishwasher on. Oh, sorry, Seask. Sad times. Oh, no. Double boat misery. Really sorry to hear that. You guys are about to see me go out, so I'll watch this with you. Can't believe you had the 7. Ugh. What a laugh the dealer was having at my expense today. He was my kryptonite, Hydra. He absolutely was my kryptonite, yeah. Danny, I'd noticed that he was like the less standard player at the table, which basically makes it the fish. Like, I'm not saying he was really bad, but he played miles off standard poker these days, like modern standard poker. So I kind of had him as the guy that I wanted to try and get chips off. But every single time we were in a good spot, he had something better. It was crazy. Even if it wasn't pre-flop, he flopped crazy hidden trips. Right, 20 minutes to do my stuff. See you in 20. Woo! 4 minutes to go, baby. $8 $22 tickets after this one. All right, vitamins had, and we're making a good start on the dishwasher. It's completely emptied and half refilled. Oh, let's very quickly, let's play a spin and go for $25. I like to try and play a spin and go a day. Generates me a 50-cent ticket, which isn't much, is it? But oh wow, okay, that's quite a start. What's the new tournament, by the way? Hot 22 PKO. The other one's just starting, but we'll stick with this until it's over. Ah, good luck getting home, Seask. Ooh, okay, middle pair, top kicker's kind of interesting. We've also got a runner and a flush draw and a runner and a straight draw and a runner and a straight flush draw. I need to update the document in a bit, don't I? Okay, I'm just folding from the small blind in the Hot 22. Bear with me. Crazy what a hot run we went on in the middle on our Google Docs. We've had a really dry spell since. Got just over a minute till the blinds go up in this spin and go. Nice big blind. Pretty nice anyway. Okay, yeah, you know what? We'll take it. Oh, you're on a train and can't paint? Sorry, Talk. Oh, my favorite hand. Let's go. Oh my goodness. I told you it was my favorite hand, baby. Darn. I was so close to slow play that ball. Maybe I should have done. Maybe I should have done. Okay, we're exactly even. That's pretty interesting. We might check behind the turn here. It's all the more reason to bet now, because it'll probably buy us a free river card if they do have a bit of something. Because we had quite a lot of runner draws there. Minutes go to the blind scope again, but I think we get a little aggressive here with these hands. Oh my goodness, the same one as last time. But yeah, you know what? We're just gonna keep shoving now when we've got good, decent hands, because he's getting quite low stacked. He'll probably have to shove back at some point. Yeah, there we go. Definitely the right time for us. That was garbage. And that is another shove for us again. It's funny when you keep getting the decent hands in the small blind and you never get it in the big blind when they're shoving on you. I've had quite a lot of tournaments where that keeps happening. You really, really want a half a hand to call with, and you just won't get it. Oh, they're considering it. We could be ahead here if they call, if they consider it this long. No, ace 8. But we do hit the 10, which is amazing. Oh, there's the 8. And an ace! Oh, no! Oh, we were one decent river away. It's a good hand, though. We're only just ahead. And there's the king. So, yeah, that's probably it, isn't it? Unless we get the Miracle Ace River. And we don't. Fair enough. We'll move over to the other tournament, where we're raising, just about. Have we got it? We've got it. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's fold it all the way around to the big blind. And we just take the blinds. Okay. It's fine. Big blind, we got exactly the same hand. I say exactly the same. The 10 is of a different suit. But for all intents and purposes, exactly the same. Oh yeah, we can definitely defend that. And we hit top pair and a gut shot. That's pretty big. That's pretty big. Let's see how it goes. Jay Bazza, 53 months, baby. Good evening. It goes bad. I have had a good week, and I've had a good day. And I don't really mind that the poker goes bad. I've played fine. Unlike last week, I've played absolutely fine. Yeah, it was a bit of a weird one. We just kept getting cold decked. But then when we eventually got all in as short stack, we kept outdrawing. Or winning coin tosses. Most of the time it was. We outdrew once with 10s versus queens. Oh, that's a terrible river. That is the only card that we really, really didn't want to see. I guess we'll fold now. That's a shame. That's a shame. Gosh, aces on the river, not doing us any favors in the last 2 minutes. Cost us $75 in the spin and go. Right, we win a little bit back. And I was about to fold this, but actually we should have raised it if it folded around. This might still be a fold. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, we'll still fold. I think if there'd been another call, I think that we start to get involved then. Would have been an interesting but tricky spot to play here. Not as good as the King 10 spot that we lost. No. No, not quite catching the hands here. Blinds up next hand. It is a turbo, so they're going to go up a lot. Hey, Kalos. A sword fight? A sword fight? A short fight? Sorry? You're gonna have to take 7 minutes to tell me. Oh, man, massive hand going on here. Big all in from Uzumaki that Mira probably calls because it's less than they've already put in. They do. And yeah, it was a split. What am I missing there? Why was that a split? Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Yeah, of course it was a split. Sorry, I was like, oh, 9 makes a straight. Like an idiot. An ace also makes a straight, Rick. An ace also makes a straight. Okay, big blind for us next hand. We got nothing under the gun. No particularly short stacks at the table. Although it's turbo by nature. We're only 15 minutes in, so not too much so far. Blinds don't go up on our big blind at least. Probably going up on our small blind, which is far better. Saying that, 9-9. Never ever been a problem for us before. Don't know why it would be now. We're going to put in a big 3-bet. And the initial raiser folds. That's great. But then we do get a call. Wow, okay. Yeah, I guess we're going for this. I don't know who could, with a better hand than ours, I don't know who could call a raise and a call. Bizarre. What a night we're having. What a night we're having. We could rebuy into this. Absolutely bizarre. So there's a raise and a call. And then ace is flat. That's so weird. We might defend 9-8 if it doesn't go too crazy. Yep, nice. Cheap defense. Weirdly, a limp under the gun, so they can join in too. Give us all a good price. Okay. Limp raise. I guess this is aces again. Tell you what, $20 really are weaker than 50. The play at 50 is so much more solid. hit on the turn, which is kind of interesting. And they bet pretty small. They've actually, like, all the draws have missed, right? No heart. No straight for Queen 10. They probably just have, I don't know. I think I've had enough tonight. I think. Yeah, they just have the king. King 7. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I think I'm done. That feels like my limit, unfortunately. Apologies, that was so quick and so unsuccessful. I've kind of hit the wall on what I can handle tonight, but I very much look forward to coming back tomorrow, provided I feel up to it. I think I will. I just got quite a busy day in Halifax with the whole family, and I'll be back a little bit later. Nothing major, probably 6 or 7ish. So we'll hopefully give something a go tomorrow. Oh, we did. We recognized an $100 yesterday, today, didn't we? That we fancied playing tomorrow. Don't know if we'll do that. I'd have to really be feeling good to do that. Right, so 25th tomorrow. Looking from 6 o'clock onwards. I mean, there's loads, to be fair. That's not 6 o'clock, Rick. So yeah, there's the 6:30, $100. There's a $20 at the same time with a bigger prize pool. Another $20 that's hyper turbo. We could play a couple of